with all those huge games that we do have leaked that are upcoming for the Switch 2 throughout hopefully the next year or so, we know that apparently we are going to be getting a Mario Kart World DLC. Now, honestly, I'm on the side of like, yeah, we need a DLC for Mario Kart World. It's a great game, you know, the mechanics are great, I'm a big fan of it, but at the end of the day, it really does need more content to it. Like, I feel like the main reason why I haven't played this game in a couple of months is just because I feel like the gameplay kind of got stale. So during the investors meeting, Nintendo emphasized just how crucial Mario Kart World is for the success of the Switch 2 overall, saying that Mario Kart World is a crucial title that we intend to continue selling throughout the life cycle of the Switch 2. We remain determined to convey its appeal to customers and aim to ensure that it continues to be adopted by a wide audience as a perennial staple in our lineup. Nintendo release a DLC or some free content for us. The game needs it to keep going in the long term, don't you think? Right now, let me know if you've played this game. Do you think it needs a DLC? But it seems like Nintendo themselves understand that Mario Kart is obviously huge. It's definitely like a staple game on every single Nintendo console. And I'm not saying Mario Kart World is bad. It's definitely not a bad game by any means. But I do think it needs a lot more in it. A lot more content. Honestly, a lot more multiplayer features as well, because I feel like this game is very heavily based around the multiplayer kind of function. So with that being said, it really does need to actually open that up a little bit more in my opinion. And like I said, on this list of all the leaked games, which so far the only one that's come out is Star Fox, which did come out to become true. So I'm wondering if, you know, as we get more and more Nintendo Directs and announcements and stuff like that, this whole list I'm hoping is 100% real. I feel like nothing on this list is like too far out of the box, too far-fetched or anything like that. Everything could actually happen that's on this list, but specifically about that Mario Kart DLC, here is my theory of when that's going to come out. It says 2027. Originally, people were saying it's probably going to be this year. My theory is this is probably the best time for it to come out, because if they're not going to be dropping the big 3D Mario game, the big Zelda game this year, then what better way to give us, you know, the new DLC for the summertime, especially right before the Switch increase of the price, because the Switch 2 is going up in price if you haven't heard. So I feel like a DLC right now would definitely tide me over for a while for some new big first party games, because from what we have heard from Nintendo, they are focused and dedicated to be giving us these big titles. They have said that because of this price increase of the Switch 2, they want to make it their goal to give us bigger and better games. And obviously, big games take a long time to create. So with that being said, why not just give us a good, pretty big content-filled DLC for Mario Kart World to tide us over until those other big first-party games do come out? Like currently we have Splatoon Raiders, Star Fox, and a couple other games that have been confirmed coming out. Most of them we know the release date, you know, some of them we don't, like Pokemon Winds and Waves, which is obviously next year. But we still have a whole half of the year, 6-month empty slate, which apparently they do have a plan. Like apparently they actually do have a plan for this next half of the year. But I really do think that Mario Kart World needs more tracks. I like the tracks a lot in this game, honestly, but I feel like there needs to be more, especially since they went with the whole open world kind of game style, and I feel like they could just really expand onto that, maybe even give us a second island, kind of just going along with that gimmick, if that makes sense. But obviously, when we do inevitably get a DLC for this game, it will offer us more tracks, like without a doubt. The $80 launch price point is crazy. Like $80 is insane for this game. I low-key feel like they're kind of just testing the waters to see if people still buy it. Thank goodness they put it on a bundle with the Switch 2, because that's where I got it, where I technically paid $50 extra. I think it was like $50 extra to get the digital version, which I prefer physical, but you know, whatever. If it saves me $30, bro, I'm going digital. So because of the pretty penny that this game costs, a lot of people are advocating for like a free update, a big significant update, which they did give us the new game mode a couple of months ago or weeks ago, whenever it was. But honestly, if they gave us a new game mode for free, like every 6 months, even once a year, literally even once a year, I would be happy with that. Or even make it a type of game where there's like weekly or monthly updates, where every single month, for example, maybe we could get a new game mode and they take away an old one or something, you know, kind of just making it fun, giving us a reason to actually hop back on the game. And I definitely want them to expand on the open world, especially with the online stuff. Like, I feel like they could give us more real challenges, because obviously we have like all the coins and all the other things to collect around the map, the P-switches, but I feel like they're not very rewarding in a way. Like, I feel like I'm doing all this type of stuff, but there's no way to track it. I don't even know like what I have done, why I'm even doing them. I really think they just need like a better challenge system overall, because when this game came out, I was really enjoying just driving around the map, and I want to do that still. Like, I would love to just hop on this game, and I would really, really love if I could hop on the open world and have a bunch of other players kind of just doing their own thing, even just kind of encountering them in a way, like being able to actually interact with other players just randomly around the map without starting a game, which I know you can do like if you're in a lobby and stuff, but I kind of just mean more so in the sense of like, I guess I could use GTA as a bad example, like GTA Online, where there's a bunch of other people, like where it's not necessarily an MMO, but it's kind of more like an online sandbox style type of game. You guys have played Forza Horizon, you know, that's actually probably a better example than GTA for this. But like Forza Horizon 5 has a very social world, there's a lot of challenges, but that are actually meaningful challenges, which high key guys, I am hyped for Forza Horizon 6. I love racing games, and the Forza Horizon games, I have just loved those literally since the first one. Just so fun. I just personally would love to see more character progressions, you know, new kart parts or cosmetics, maybe even emotes. I know like emotes are a huge meme, but I don't know. I figured I'd throw that in there. More driver titles, stickers, music packs, even having those kind of like live event type of features. You know, Splatoon does these things where you pick a team every so often, which like gives people incentives to like actually come back to the game. So imagine like we had seasonal tracks, like tracks that only came around every 3 months. Community tournaments, limited time crossover zones or modes. And honestly, real-time world changes would be a huge plus, but I just don't think Nintendo would ever go that far. And what I mean by that is like literally imagine every single week we could see a little bit more of the map being built up, and then boom, there's a new track for us to race on. Like that type of stuff would be so cool, and 100% would be worth that $80 price tag. Something else that'd be awesome is like hide and seek. A hide and seek game mode would be so awesome, or more like drift challenges with other people online. Maybe even some sort of like story mode would be awesome, but once again, I just don't think Nintendo would ever do that. Here's what we're gonna definitely see, like without a doubt. We'll definitely see a bunch of returning tracks, you know, 3DS, GameCube, Game Boy, whatever it may be, which honestly guys, let me know, what are some tracks you need to see in this game? Obviously, I can't remember like every single track that's been in every single Mario Kart game, but I'm sure there have been specific tracks that people have been wanting to see in a Mario Kart game forever, and they just haven't been brought back yet. But I love having the older tracks be implemented within the new tracks, because it's so fun to just replay some of the OG Mario Kart tracks with just modern gameplay mechanic. That type of stuff is just so fun. And of course, we will see brand new tracks as well. We have a bunch of brand new tracks. It's probably going to be pretty split if I had to guess. Like, I'm assuming they would probably give us like almost half new tracks and half old ones. My theory is we probably will just be getting a new island, or they could expand the island, or just kind of rework this current island in the map on the game, because I mean, there are a lot of areas where they totally could be adding some stuff. I feel like overall, though, they did a pretty good job with the map. Sure, yeah, there are some empty areas, but like it doesn't really take too long to get from one town to the other, so I feel like they don't necessarily need to expand the map, but I think it'd be really cool if they did give us just a second map. That would be awesome. I also do think we will probably have maybe a new item in the game. Definitely some new characters, like 100% they will add some new characters, and definitely new costumes for the characters, just like Mario, Luigi, you know, all the characters probably have brand new costumes, and I'm assuming a new game mode potentially, but that's kind of like a maybe. Let me know exactly what you guys would want to see for Mario Kart World DLC, because I think it has so much potential. It's a really fun, and it's a really good game. It just needs more. Like, there's a big difference between Mario Kart 8/8 Deluxe and Mario Kart World, where Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe almost just feel like more complete, where Mario Kart World just kind of feels like it needs more, which I guess it's good that this game is asking us for more rather than us just hating the game overall. But anyway, let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you are around watching this from the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.